Good afternoon, colleagues. It's good to can you hear? Can you see me? Can you see the guys over in Dublin?
Can't see you in the yes, but we can see them.
No, that's fine, Brendan. You don't have to see me. All right. Good afternoon, colleagues. And thanks again for your patience. Our focus now shifts to the Vodacom United Rugby Championship. Emirates Lions play Connacht this weekend on Saturday. I have got Emirates Lions defense coach Jaque Fourie and Edwill van der Merwe. I see there's a hand up. So, Brendan, you can kick us off. We've got about 10 minutes for the session, guys. So, and apologies for the internet connection over in Dublin. It is a bit shaky, but let's see what we can do. All right, Brendan, you can kick us off.
Cool, no problem. These first world countries' internet connections. Jacques, let's start with you maybe. Just last week, that first half, second half, tale of two halves, I suppose. And just what did you learn out of it, and how do you stop that second half from happening again?
Hi, Braden. Good to hear your voice again. I think that's been our problem the whole season. That we've come out the first half and we play well, and then we come out again the second half. So we just need to now turn it around. We need to put two halves together. I think that we've hopefully this week we sorted it out. I think we're going to a spiral where we do a lot of negative stuff. So we just need to get back to the positives. We've got our sequence that we need to get to positives again, and then we just have to break that cycle. Like I say, we have to, when you go into that spiral, get out of it as soon as possible and get back to the positive again.
Just on Galway Sports Ground hasn't been a very good place for South African touring teams. I don't think one South African team has won there yet in the competition. Have you guys taken any tips from anybody else, or what are you going to do differently than the other teams have done?
Yeah, I think we played here. The Springboks even played here. I was part of that team that came here 2006 to play Connacht, and I think we played 18 all draw. So we all know the conditions are very difficult here. Looking outside, it's grey the whole time. It's raining the whole time. So hopefully, we can make some history this weekend and be the first team to beat Connacht here. But it's not going to be an easy task. It's going to take 23-man squad member effort to that we need to put in. And we went through all their stuff. We know their tough side. If you stay in Galway and you see how it looks here, you need to be tough. So we just need to come out Saturday firing and put two halves together and hopefully beat them.
Thanks, Brendan. We'll take Liam and then Ross after him.
Hi, good afternoon, gents. My question is for Jacques. I wanted to find out from you, to what extent do you think the Lions' game management has improved the more they've played in Europe? Obviously, different conditions and different sort of, not objectives, but you have to play the game slightly differently there. To what extent do you think your game management has improved?
Yeah, I think, hi, Liam. I think, I think we're all in the team, we can agree, playing in these conditions, it's almost like playing test rugby. So you have to take your chances, you have to take your points, you have to, keep the scoreboard ticking and put scoreboard pressure on the teams the whole time. And it's important playing the right areas of the field. Sometimes not going to be easy. You're playing, sometimes we've played where winds are 30 kilometers per hour. So you can hardly kick the ball into the wind. So then you're going to have to keep the ball for long phases, and run the ball out of your half. So, and that's not something that we're used to. So there's something that we need to get used to. And I think the quicker we can get used to it, the better it's going to be for the South African teams.
Thanks.
Thanks, Liam. Ross?
How's it, guys? Edwill, how's the feeling in the camp, after that win against the Dragons? Obviously, you guys had a very tough 4 weeks, I think, of games with losses. And then, to show the grit to seal the win right at the death in the 81st minute. So how's the feeling after that?
Hi, Ross. As you mentioned, we really needed that win. And for us, it's a great feeling, obviously, to get back to winning ways. As you mentioned, we were kind of in a 4-game losing streak. So, we said really need to turn this tour around, and we can really make memories if we win. So our focus now shifts, as Sam said, to the URC, and we we have to get a win again on Saturday.
And obviously, you must have enjoyed that try there with a flying JP Smith giving you the ball. What did you sort of feel there when he came flying there and gave you the pass?
Yeah, no, that's the type of player that JP is. He's really a skillful player who can play amongst the backs. And 2 kickoffs prior to that actual move, he said, well, he saw it's on. I just need to be ready. And then when the fly kicked on that part again, and I sort of readied myself for it. And then he just gave the perfect pass. And even Coach Albert, he joked with me. He said JP had to slow down for me to catch up. So just credit to JP and his rugby brain for really analyzing the situation and being able to put me away there.
Thanks for that, Ross. Morgan?
Thanks. Hi, Coach. Hi, Edwill. I just looked now quickly at guys' log standing. You 12th, 6 points behind what needs to be a top 8 finish. Are you guys currently happy with where you are? Do you think that you've built enough head of steam to finish strongly into a top 8 finish?
Hi, Morgan. Yeah, I think, I think at this stage, we're not too worried about where we're laying on the table. I think there's still 7 games left in the URC for us. And, it's tough games. If you look at them, we've got Leinster, we've got Benetton, we've got the Sharks, we've got the Bulls. So we're taking it game by game. Our focus is on the weekend's game against Connacht. For us, it's a very important game because I think if we can pull this one off this weekend, it will put our URC back on track again, and then we'll take it from there. We'll reassess when we get back home, push the reset button, and then we'll take it the next few games again.
If I can just ask you, Edwill, how's the mood in the camp? You've got a very big objective that you have to reach. Guys, pre-season, you're talking about top finish being the goal of this specific season. So how's the mood in the camp?
The mood in the camp is great, especially after the win on Saturday. A win always lifts everyone's spirits. But as a group, we've been spending some good time on and off the field, getting to know each other. 4-week tour is a bit long. Sometimes you can get a bit moody, but I feel like the mood in the camp is really good. As I said, we're really enjoying each other's company and just getting to know each other. If you're on tour, you only have each other in a different country. Everyone loves touring. You get to see a new place, but it really gives you time to get to know one another, and I think that's good for us as a group.
Cool. Thanks, Morgan. Are there any other questions, guys? I don't see any other hands. Okay, Ross, you want to go again?
Thanks, Yaniso. Jaque, in the last, in the 4 games that you guys played on tour, well, before tour and on tour now, it's sort of been, you did mention the second half where you guys haven't managed to put 2 halves together, but it's also the defense that seems to have sort of flagged during the second half. And is that due to more, are players tiring or not handling the conditions better? Why is it more in the second half that they seem to have fallen off the pace, whereas in the first half they've really put in a good effort in most of those games?
Yeah, I think, Ross, I think, it's a combination of everything. First half, we managed the game well. We put them under pressure. We come out second half. We've got a lot of mistakes that we're making. Then you need to defend again. Then we turn the ball over 2, 3, 4 phases after that. We lose the ball again. You need to defend again. So we all know it's much easier to attack with the ball than to defend. Defend makes you very tired. And our challenge now is to turn those mistakes. We need to keep the ball, play in the right areas and put teams under pressure there and get more points. So hopefully this weekend we can, like I said, put the 2 halves together and come out with a good performance.
Thanks, Ross. Okay, let's finish up with 2 more guys. We'll go with Morgan and then William. All right, William, do you want, Morgan? Yeah.
Coach, just quickly, any injury concerns?
I don't think we've got any injuries. I think we're all good for this weekend. I think the doctor even said it's the first time on tour that that there's not a lot of injuries. So I think playing on Sunday and playing on Saturday again, it's a short turnaround. Our challenge is to get the guys as fresh and as their bodies ready as quickly as possible. So from that I know there is no injuries from the game.
And then just for Edwill quickly, did you get any artificial burn when you did your dives from the
Well, yeah, grasslands, yeah, a few. I mean, it's for us, it's also an adjustment to play in an artificial pitch, but it's something we're getting used to. We're training on it every day. Game.
All right, William, you've got the last one.
Oh, lovely. Thank you. Jim Davis in Galway here. I was just going to ask you about the artificial pitch, but you've obviously played on one last week. So how different is that? And when are you actually arriving in Galway?
Hi, William. Yeah, we're actually already in Galway. We arrived on Monday morning. So yeah, we've been here, had our first training session yesterday. And yeah, so as I mentioned, it's a bit of an adjustment, but we're getting used to it. I think just the bounce of the ball is a bit unpredictable on the artificial. But for me as a winger, I feel I'm a bit more pacey on the artificial. So yeah, I'm enjoying it.
Good stuff. Well, listen, we look forward to seeing you all on Saturday, and we'll talk again soon. Have a good preparation.
Thank you very much.
William. Appreciate it.
All right, on that note, William, thanks very much. Jacques, Edwill, thanks for your time, guys, and colleagues. We'll chat soon. Thank you.
Dank je
Thanks,
allemaal.
gentlemen. You have a good day. Thank you,
Cheers, guys.
Bye.
Cheers.
Cheers.